All right, you guys, happy 1st of March. I'm actually filming this today. I did tell you guys that I was going to start filming like the day before, but I'm actually doing this today, so I decided yesterday that I would just wait and film this for you guys today. So, I wrote down some notes just so you know. Okay, so step one, the first thing that I like to do is I want to clean out my fridge and my freezers. And I do that so that way I know what needs thrown out, or the freezers, more see what meats and stuff that I still have that then I can incorporate to this month. And the fridge, throw out, but also then what can we use up for dinner tonight, and kind of try to get that emptied out so that I've got plenty of room for all the things that I do need. So that is the very first thing that I do. The second thing that I do is I ask everybody, you know, what would you like? Do you have any special requests for dinner this month? Is there anything that you need or that you want, you know, special? And I ask them all that. And then I write that down. And then I organize my pantries to make sure that they're organized. Charles keeps my basement pantry very organized. I keep my upstairs very unorganized, so I definitely, you know, need to organize that real quick today. And then I also look through my cabinets and I make sure those are organized. And then I'm going to look at my calendar and I'm going to say, is there anything going on? Like I told you guys in my last video, we have birthdays this month, Katie and Theo. However, I will buy for those right before the party. I'm not going to include those in the grocery shopping. Part of birthdays is I ask what do you want for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I make their favorite meals. And then Theo, we're doing a big birthday party, so I'm going to need all kinds of birthday stuff for his party, food, drinks, all that stuff. So I will do those separate. I'm not going to incorporate those. But if there's something else going on that maybe I do incorporate, like next month is Easter, I will incorporate Easter and making sure that I have what I need for that. So then I write down in my list everything for Luke and Theo. What do Luke and Theo need? Because Luke does not eat what we eat and he has his own special needs. I make sure that he has whatever he needs. And then Theo, I look at his stuff. What does he need? How is he on diapers and wipes and baby food and baby bath and all his needs, and the same with Luke, all their needs. And this is where Charles is going to make me a list. Hopefully we're going to get it done this month, because since we decided monthly is best for us, we are going to make a list and he's going to organize it by stores. He's the computer guy, not me. I'm a paper and pen guy. So he is going to say put Aldi. I always go to Aldi, Meijer, Costco. Those are like my main go-to. And then Walmart, pick up some, and Trader Joe's some. But my main stores, he'll write down a list. Like I always get all my tomato products at Aldi. So he's going to have a list. And the list will be broke down into 3 columns. And on the top, I don't know, I guess just say Aldi. And then down the sides, it'll be the items that I want. So like I always have tomato sauce. Let's go with tomato sauce. So it'll have 3 columns going down. And what it'll say is, this is what I want on hand at all times. Say 20 jars of tomato sauce. Because a lot of times I use 2 or 3 jars in a recipe. So I want 20 on hand at all times. Well, then there will be a column next to that that says, how many do I have down there when I go in? I can look and count in my cabinet. Okay, I only have 10. Then it'll have what I need, and then I can write 10. So that with everything that I buy at Aldi is going down, like sweet and salty bars that the boys love. You know, I want to have 4 boxes, so they have 1 a week. So it would be, I want 4 boxes. I have 1 or 0, so I need 4. And so he can print that out and I can take it with me to the store. That is our system we're gonna have in place, which will be fabulous. It still involves me doing all the checking and stuff that I do now, but then it's just all wrote out. So I will share that with you guys as soon as we have that, hopefully by next month. All right, so then I try to look at what I'm low on. And like I said, like tomato sauce or whatever, and I make sure I write that down when I'm looking through my pantries and cabinets. Then I also want to look at my cleaning stuff, because when I say monthly, I mean all the stuff. So I want to go through all my cleaning supplies and know, you know, I need bleach, I need laundry soap, I need Lysol, Tilex, Windex. I use Windex to clean everything. I love Windex. So, you know, look at all of that and dust, all of that, and make sure of what I need from that. Then I look at our hall closet, and I will show you that. Our hall closet is where we keep our extras of all of our needs as far as hairspray, hair gel for Charles, shampoo for everybody, deodorant for everybody, all that stuff. So I look at that and I know what's low, what's not low. And then I'll replenish that. And then I also need to look at our medicine cabinet. And I look through that and just make sure we had 3 medicine cabinets. So I look through and I make sure that we don't need any of that. You know, that we're good on all children's Tylenol, vitamins, all that stuff. All right, so now I'm done looking through everything. Then I'm going to go to my fridge. And on the fridge, we like to keep a running list. So if somebody grabs the last of something, it should be wrote on the list on the fridge so that I know you grabbed the last peanut butter. So peanut butter's on the list because that's a definite. I'm going to need peanut butter. That just helps in case I miss something. Like, I don't always think of cooking spray that's on my list down there because I used the last of the cooking spray and it ran out, so I don't have any. So that's on my list. So I look at that. Then I plan my dinners. And I'm going to go buy the meats that I already have in the freezer. I'm going to start with that. And I am going to write out on I'm going to take a notebook. And I'm going to just write out that I need 27 dinners. And I'm just going to write 27 dinners. Or 26 dinners. I'll go with 26 probably. 26 dinners. And I'm just going to write them down. 26 dinners. No special order, no anything. The only thing that I will break those dinners into is I know that I want 4 crock pots and 4 super fast easy. So that way, 2 times a week, I have some super fast easy ready to go. If I don't get sleep, whatever comes our way, I'm prepared. I don't want these big elaborate meals planned every night. I need some break time in there too. And the reason only 26 is because it never fails that at least once a week the kids are all gone, or, you know, and so Charles and I are here, just us and Luke, and so we just eat whatever and I don't cook. Or the kids will say, we want to cook and make something like pancakes and stuff. So that I always just have on hand too, which I'll get to in a minute. So then I will look at Pinterest. Like I said, write down any requests anybody gave me for the dinners. And then, because I'm going to go weekly for the fresh stuff, I'm only going to go through those 26 dinners and make sure that I have anything that goes with it. So if I have 10 things that call for, say, not only the meat or whatever, but say they call for tomato sauce, then I'm going to make sure that I've got enough tomato sauce to cover all of those. So any canned goods, anything like that, or frozen that can go with that recipe, I'm going to make sure that I have that on my list for this monthly haul, because I don't want to be in the store much at all then the rest of the month. Okay, so then from there what I do is I plan my stuff. I just had a weird noise from my phone. I plan my stuff according to the week. So I will take those 27 meals that I wrote down, and then I will just pick which 6, because I do try to keep it to 6. One of them I take off. Which 6 meals do I want for this first week? And those 6 meals, I'm going to make sure I buy the fresh produce for that. Like if we are having steak, salad, and baked potato, then steak is already going to be on my monthly list. But then I want to make sure that I get the salad and the baked potato to go with that for this week. If I'm not going to do the steak, baked potato, and salad until later on in the month, then I'm not going to get the salad and baked potatoes to go with that until later on in the month when I go to get the fresh stuff, if that makes sense. So that's how I do it. And then after I write all that down, I organize it then by store. And I go through my huge list and say, okay, I know that I write 3 different papers out: Aldi, Costco, and Meijer. Those will be the ones that I do this time. And I will write all 3 out, and then I will go my master list and look at each one, fill it in, which store I want to buy what at. Then lunches and breakfasts, I do not plan those out. I just know that the kids like certain things. So I make sure that I have stuff to make pancakes and waffles at all times, eggs at all times. Make sure that I have bread for them to make French toast if that's what they want, or sandwiches. Brooke and Ronnie like to take SpaghettiOs once a week to school, so I make sure I have that on hand. And then make sure that I've got, some fresh fruit and vegetables for their lunch on hand at all times, which are just some of our basic stuff that I get every week anyway. That is pretty much it, how I get to where I make out my big list. So now that I've shared all that with you, and it's very long-winded, I will just show you then some of those steps. Okay, so let's start with, because I'm upstairs, like a look at the hall closet. Okay, this is my hall closet. So this is where we keep our staples of stuff. Like here, I've got 1 hairspray. Well, that is definitely not going to last a month. That is definitely going to need more. This bucket, I keep all of our soaps. Well, I'm definitely in razors. Razors, I think we're good. Soap, definitely need soap. Here is all of our deodorants and hair gel for Charles. So he's still got a hair gel, so he'll be good. And I think we're pretty good on deodorant. This one is, let's see if I can lift it up, shaving creams and soaps, or shampoos. And we are pretty good on that right there. And then this bucket over here is flossers. Here's toothbrushes, which I just went through and we're good there. And then toothpaste. And we probably have enough. I think we have 5 tubes of toothpaste to get us also through the month. And then back in the back is some tissues. I will definitely need more tissues than that. Then down at the bottom down here is girl stuff, and I'll probably need more of that, and some toilet paper. We'll definitely need more of that. So now on my main list, the one that I'm just running through, writing everything down right now before I organize it, I'm going to add those things that I just said as I pulled all that out and looked, that I still need all of those. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna look at is my big freezer, because that's another huge part of it. So we'll go out here and check that out. And this is where I said, you want to look at your meat and all of that. Sorry, in and out of the lights is a little bit crazy. So I'm going to open my outside freezer. And I already organized it for you guys, so you didn't have to watch all that. Here is my outside freezer. So this is organized as in, here is my meats. Now, remember I said I wanted 26 dinners, so even though this looks like tons and tons, I'm going to go through and count what I have, because I would consider each one of these, like that's 2 big chicken breasts split, I would count that as 1 meal. So I will go through and I will make sure that I have enough of that. But then I have plenty of frozen vegetables because we'll do so much fresh, and I also always have canned. I'm low on the frozen fruit, so I definitely need that. There's seafood. I'm good on seafood. I will try to do that at least once a week. And there's 1 loaf of bread. Down here is then the prepackaged kind of stuff, which they definitely need some of that still, because that's their grab and go. And then down here, juices. I'm good on juices. Luke has popsicles. You go on up, 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 up. And then you get up here, well here, see I have like some lunch meat froze, so I can use that. Some little shivering sausages, so I'll make sure to incorporate those. This is some ham that was left over for when I made a ham. And then up here, I have some seasoned pork tenderloins. I will throw some barbecue sauce on that, and that will go in the boys' lunches. One day I have burrito filling, 2 of those. So, here's the other one. So we will definitely do burritos one day because I've got the filling ready to go. And then here is chicken pot pie filling. So I will also go on and add chicken pot pie to my list because I want to use those up. And that's an easy one to do. So this is where I said easy dinners. Those are a couple quick ones right there. So to do burritos, because I already have the filling and everything made, it's just get it out that morning. And then just throw it in the burritos, put it in the oven top with a little cheese, and it's good to go. The chicken pot pie, I will probably go on and add even pie crust to my list so that it's even easier for a emergency no sleep meal. And I've already got the filling made, so that again is just, I know I didn't sleep, I've got pie crust, set them out so that they get warm, set this out to defrost, throw it together, there's chicken pot pie for dinner. So those are right there, 2 of my easy meals. The pork tenderloin's not enough for everybody, so that would be I'm gonna set that out, throw some barbecue sauce in it, and send it with a bun with Jake and Charles to lunch, because that's enough for the 2 of them for lunch. So using what I have first, and I will go through and count all that meat, and I will make a list and say, okay, I have 10 things of chicken, packages, however you want to say it, of chicken. So I'm gonna do 10 chicken recipes, and I'm not gonna buy any more chicken. I bought a bunch of roasts because those were on sale. So I'm gonna look at my roasts and I'm gonna say, all right, we're gonna have roast one day every week. I think I have 4 or 5. We're having roast tonight, but I would not do more than 1 roast in a week. I just wanna, but maybe I'm gonna switch it up and do French dip one day and make a French dip sandwich, and then just normal pot roast, you know, another day. So that's where sitting down and writing out my plan is going to help. But like I said, because I will still go weekly to see some of the other stuff, get the fresh fruits and veg, if I forget something, I can always pick it up at that time. All right, so the pantry, that is the next biggest thing. I'm not taking through every drawer, every cabinet, but the big ones, okay? So looking through my pantry, which is starting to look pretty bare. You start over here, I have plenty of pineapples, so I'm not gonna buy pineapple. However, in this is supposed to be mandarin oranges. That's empty. Next to that's supposed to be peaches. That's empty. So mandarin oranges, canned peaches are definitely on my list. I only have 2 cranberry sauce. Luke eats at least 1 of those a week, so I will want some more cranberry sauce. Here, I do have probably enough tomato paste to get me through the month. But you look here, I've only got 4 cans of diced tomatoes. There's no way that's gonna cut it. So I will get a flat of tomatoes. Stewed tomatoes, on the other hand, I have quite a few, so I will not get those. Tomato sauce, I only have 3 little cans. I will definitely be getting a whole flat of that. The chili with green, or tomatoes with green chilies, you know, that's more for chili. I'll see what all I write down. That's mostly what we use it for. So I don't know. I might buy a couple cans. Then pumpkin, I don't need any. Vegetable stock, I'm good on. This all has sugar in it, so I can't eat it on, or use it on the whole 30. So I use it for the girls, but then I will get some, which is normally sitting here, some chicken broth and beef broth. So I know I need that. Amy's chili, their vegetarian chili that they do chili spaghetti, we are good on. Tomato soup, Charles loves that with grilled cheese. I only have 1, so definitely need more of that. Tons of this. Oh my gosh, a whole flat of mushrooms. Cream of mushroom, tons, because I just don't use it that often. And you go down here, 3 cans of corn, so definitely getting more corn, even though I also have frozen, which is in my inside freezer. I still like to have a lot of that on hand. I only have 6 cans of green beans, so definitely more of that. 2 cans of peas, 4 cans of carrots. Definitely need more of those. Down here, only 4 cans of black beans. Definitely need more of that. Garbanzo beans, probably okay. My dried beans, totally okay. go here. 1 ketchup. That's not going to cut it. 2 syrups, possibly, but I'll go on and grab one anyway just to be on the safe side. A little bit of dressings. We are totally out of peanut butter, so that's definitely going on the list. And we go over here to spaghetti. Spaghetti, I gotta tell you, we probably go through a box a week, so I will pick up more spaghetti because that's only 4 boxes. We have other noodles ready to go, a few spices up there, which is good. And then over here, I am good on the regular oatmeal. I won't need that. Dessert mixes, I'll probably need more of. Only 2 boxes of cereal, and they're not big hits on them. They're pumpkin. Only Katie really eats that, so I definitely need some cereal. We got baby cereal. Only 2 jars of spaghetti sauce. Definitely gonna need that. 2 boxes of stuffing, but then 2 other stuffings, so I'm good with that. And then down here, more beans. Totally good with all of that. Nutritional yeast. We probably need another one of those. I'll probably go through more than one of those. And then I look in here. In here I got some tortillas. Down here is flours and sugars, and those are fine. Then I look in these buckets here. And that's still from Christmas. The kids got Sour Patch Kids. But I only have one thing, or container of honey roasted peanuts and only 3 popcorn. So those will definitely go on my list. Peanuts and popcorn. And this is supposed to... Okay, so the chip bucket, the deal with that is my son, my oldest one, he's 22 and that's what he likes to eat. He's up studying all night, and so he digs into the chips. So I will have lots of chips on my haul because that's what he wants to eat. And that's okay. That's what he wants. I'm gonna get it for him. Just, he's got to get through the schooling. So, and then on this side, you have some of my paper towels. Definitely, that's not going to last. I had lots of sparkly waters going here, but like you see here, I only have 3 of Luke's juice, and I'm still fine on bottled water. This is more, they take it if they need it for something. I will definitely need more juice. And then my fridge down here is very barren. They will definitely need more of their almond milk and soy milks. So that's how I run through and look at everything. Now, I've got my big list compiled of what meats I have. So then I'm gonna go sit at my desk and I'm going to write down the 26 meals for dinner that we want to have. Right, so now I have went out and I counted. I have 8 chicken, I had some ribs, I have a seasoned tenderloin, I have a package of pork chops, and I have 3 beef roasts. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 14 of my dinners. So what I'm doing next is I am taking my notebook that I have just right here, and I am numbering 1 through 26, like that. And then I forgot about desserts. So I will do 12 desserts in a month. So I'm going to go on and pick out what 12 desserts that I want to do this month. That way I can get everything that I need unless it calls for something fresh. Again, with desserts, I try to do something easy, something the kids want to do, or that they can easily make themselves. So I'm going to start with knowing that I want at least 4 of these to be crock pots. So I'm gonna go on and do that. The first 4 that I make out are gonna be crock pots. Then the next 4 that I'm gonna do are gonna be my fast and easy meals. Well, I already know one of those is gonna be chicken pot pie, because we already saw that I have everything that I need for that. Except for I'm gonna get some pie crust. So on my little running list, I'm going to write down pie crust because I want to go on and have that so that I've got that ready. Then we're going to also do burritos because we have everything ready for that. So I'm going to make sure that I have tortillas and cheese for that. We saw both of those out there in the garage. So those are in my fast and easy meals, which leaves me then with 2 more that I need. Right away, that is going to be spaghetti, and because that is just so easy for me to do. Sorry, my hair is looking crazy. And tacos. Boom. Always easy, always wonderful to just have those on hand. And easily once a month we're gonna have spaghetti or tacos. We have spaghetti all the time, because my kids all love it, and it's something that the whole entire family can eat. All right, so next I'm gonna look at my crock pots. Well, I've got those roasts, so I definitely want to do another roast. Even though we're doing one today, then in a couple weeks I'll do another one. So I'm gonna do that roast with potatoes and carrots and onions, just like I did my roast today. But then another one I'm going to do French dip sandwiches, because you can do that in the crock pot, and you just need some au jus and some different things, and then you need the hoagie buns, and those are ready to go. So I will have French dip sandwiches, and probably soup. So I wrote that down. So now I am left with another roast. And again, that will be a crock pot meal. That'll be another crock pot meal. Another roast and one more crock pot that I will figure out. So then I'm going to get on my computer and look at Pinterest. And I'll look up crock pot roast recipes and pick one that looks good. And then I'm going to look up a crock pot chicken recipe, because I got all that chicken. So that'll be good. Then, this is what it's looking like so far. My handwriting is not good. So when I go to make out my weekly menu, I will know I'm going to pull one from here, crock pot. I'm going to pull one from here, easy and fast. And then I'm going to pull from all my other meals. And I will do that before I go to the grocery for the week, each week. And I just mark them off my list. So once they're done, they're done. So the thing you might want to do there is, if you want to do it that way, is put your chicken all together, put your beef all together, so you can spread it out, so you're not at the end of the month sitting there with 7 days of chicken. If that's how you want to do it. I know that I also want for seafoods. I want to make another mark there, to make sure that I get seafood in each week. So that's how I do it. And then some people write out every month, you know, and fill out the whole month out what they want to eat. And I think if that works for you, fabulous. I am not that person. Part of being a large family, older kids, younger kids, and everything in between, and an autism mom and everything else, my weeks are crazy. I don't know a month from now if I'm even going to be, you know, functioning. So I take it week by week and just write it in a big mastered, this is my dinners for the month list. So there you have it. Long-winded. Hopefully it answers your guys' questions about how I monthly prep for my big grocery haul. If you have any questions because I didn't clarify anything, then just please leave me a note down below, a message, a comment, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. Like I said, we also keep the running list on the fridge, so spices and things like that. That's the stuff that tripped me up in the beginning. It's a lot of the condiments and the spices and things like that. Which again, when Charles makes my big master list that he can just print me off every week and I can run through, it's gonna be so much easier. I can't wait to share that with you guys. But yeah, so that's it. That's how I do my monthly prep for the grocery, and hopefully you guys found that helpful and useful. I know some parents also plan snacks and breakfast and lunch and all of that. I don't, because again, I just never know how my days are going to go. I just have stuff on hand at all times. There are staples that I have on hand at all times. Frozen waffles, always have them, always, because if I can't make breakfast because I am dead, or you know, because I had no sleep for days, they can throw in some waffles. Bagels, that's something else that I get a lot of. So I have emergency foods always, and then the more elaborate. I always have Bisquick and eggs and everything that they need if they want to make pancakes or waffles. And you know, they can make their own stuff a lot. And there's always stuff for smoothies. So those are the things that I make sure that when I go through my cabinets and my pantries, that I have all of those things on hand in abundance, because it's better to have too much than too little, is how I look at it in that stuff. It's not going to go bad. So, all right. I will see all of you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, so a week of dinners will be up tomorrow night at 6 o'clock my time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.